Good morning. Welcome to Thursday morning of Ken versus 10. I am Ken, SSK promo, Mr. Bill, and it's Thursday again. Going to do this show I like to call Ken versus 10, where I try to list 10 items during this show and see if they will sell before next Thursday's show. So we will see how things go here today. And we'll start right off with our good friend Lisette. Good morning to you. And good morning to Corey over at Grams and Pops Vintage. Good to have you folks here. I like to start my Thursdays off with sending out some offers on items. I have 20 things that I can send offers on today. So I'm going to look down through this list and see what I can come up with. It looks like most all of them, I'm probably just going to send about a 10% offer on. A couple of plush in there that we will talk about my plush sales and my travel fund, which I'm super excited. We're going to talk about some reseller meetups and some things I've got going on and some new things that just developed. And so, sending out offers on 20 items. Let's see. And there they go. And maybe we will get a sale on one of those. I've been lucky that way before, getting some sales on items that I sent out offers on during the show, which is always fun to hear that cha-ching while I'm doing the show. Why, yes, hello, Patrick Murphy flying by to say hi and light up that thumbs up. I appreciate that, my friend. Patrick Murphy, I got to meet him at the reseller rally in 2021, which we're going to talk about an announcement that just came out yesterday for a reseller rally that is coming up. So hopefully, Patrick, I'll get to see you again because it's right there in your neck of the woods. Not much of a travel for you on that one. Get a drink here. Going up. So, what do I got going on today? We'll talk about my travel fund and my plush sales. If any of you have been keeping up with that, I designated for the months of January, February, and March my plush category, and all plush sales get transferred into that fund so I can make a little extra money. It comes, out of my regular paycheck, so I don't miss it. I transfer it right away. And we'll say good morning to my mother. Good morning, neighbor and listeners. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood in Ohio. Yeah, it's not bad out there. It's right around 50 degrees. And bought your tickets, might have to crash at my house. Hey, you are welcome. I'm about 2.5, 3 hour drive down to Cincinnati, but it's not a plane ticket, which is getting expensive these days. Go over that here in a little bit. That's cool. Good to see you. So I'll get two opportunities there to see you if you were going to the Trash to Cash in Vegas as well. And Patrick's like, yeah, just 10 minutes down the street for him. He is in the Cincinnati area. So my plush sales. Last week I had set that goal. I'd like to do about $100 a month in plush sales. January I was at 117. Just finished out February. Last week I sold 7 plush for a total of $60.45. That brought my February total up to $155.03. So I exceeded my goal. And my to-date total for January and February is $272.82, which, hey, I'm ahead of the game. Good morning, my friend Luis. How are you? Callie Luis in the house. And good morning to everyone. Good to see you, my friend. Uh, and Lisette is hoping to make it in September because she can't make it to Vegas this time. Yeah, that travel and that gets expensive for sure. I'm finding that out. But as I talk about that a little bit more, um, I'm actually going to save a bunch of money on my travel with some decisions that I'm making. And hellos back and forth. So, yeah, I'm doing good on my plush sales. I'm going to really hit it hard. What I would like to do, I had put that $100 a month kind of a goal. And since I'm at like the 272 right now, I've kind of exceeded that. I'd only need like what, another 27 bucks if I wanted to average a month. But I think I'm going to up my goal. Um, and I'm going to try to sell about $230 in plush in the month of March. I'm going to really hit the category hard, run some heavy sales, try to move some of that stuff along, and try to get a $500 total by the end of March. And then I'm going to choose a new category. Um, I'm thinking maybe hats, maybe vinyl records that I will do for the next few months, or a couple months to just dedicate that um, monies just towards travel. It's been interesting. Billsy Bear memories. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, Vegas is going to be a fun time, I believe, and I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. But I got a lot to list today. I am going to um, be listing, over the last few weeks, or most of the show, everything it seems like that I list is something that either Jill gave to me. She gives me a lot of great stuff that either she finds or just going through her basement. And I did that private pick that was from my buddy that gave me a bunch of stuff. And so that was all free to me. And can you guys hear my furnace up there? I don't know if that's too loud in the microphone or not. And my mother saying good morning to Lisette. Good morning. And good morning to Jill. I was just talking about Jill and all the stuff that she gives me to list, but all of the items that I'm listing today are things that I actually picked myself at either yard sales, garage sales, thrift store, wherever. And so you can see that, hey, maybe Ken's a decent picker himself and he doesn't just get stuff handed to him. Because that's all. Okay, cool. Can't hear the furnace. Very good. So we are going to get started out here. I'm going to do a couple things because sometimes I'm an idiot. And I was listing some of the items that I was going to have for the show today. And for some reason, rather than saving them as draft, I clicked to list them. So they're already listed. But I'll show you. Well, let's just start off small. We don't want to get into big high dollar items right away. But how about this little Bigfoot right here? Little Bigfoot action figure. Nothing exciting. He's bendable and posable. He can boop, 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 got swivel hips. Bigfoot with swivel hips. I should make a video with that. Bigfoot with the swivel hips, and he's only worth about 10 bucks or so. But I paid 50 cents for him at a yard sale, and 50 cents into 10 bucks. I will do that every day, all day long. So we are going to get underway with the first listing of Bigfoot action figure. And he is listed. Number one, done. So, and we're going to talk, I said we're going to talk about, yeah, it's little Bigfoot. There's Jimmy, old school flips. Wasn't that my name in high school? Little Bigfoot? Little something, but we won't go into that. That's a family show. Um, yeah, a Big Mac meal, that's about it. It's crazy going to the drive-thrus. I used to when I had my regular 9 to 5 job, I ate out at lunch every day, fast food 5 days a week, and, it was 5, $6. It started to creep up into about $7, for, just like a sandwich, fries, and a drink, and now I very seldom go to fast food anymore, and, sometimes when I'm out and about for lunch, I'll stop, Burger King, McDonald's, or something. Yeah, it's 9, 10, $11 just to get, you know, a basic lunch. Swivel hips, oh, yeah. Uh, if it wasn't for the McDonald's rewards, yeah, that's true. Um, pair him up with a Slim Jim. Hey, that's a good idea. Snap into a Slim Jim or some any sort of beef jerky, messing with Sasquatch. I forget what brand that is of beef jerky. Hey, speaking of McDonald's, that's a good segue. How about that? Because we all know if you watch the Reseller Clickbait podcast, I'm just phenomenal at segues. Um, Kristen, a rule squirrel. Good morning, my friend. How are you? Enjoyed the listing live you had with Angie last week, and I won a prize on there. I won a prize from Angie, good friend Angie Resells, and looking forward to that. Wendy's 4 for 4 for the win. Hey, Ken, how's it going, Chris? Good morning. And there's my good friend Roman as well. Good morning to you. But we were talking McDonald's, so I have this whole box right here of their 1998 vintage. They're all 98. Little Furby action figures right here. There's 27 of them all together, and some of them do stuff like this guy right here. He's got a little button on the back. I can't do it one-handed. And his eyes and his ears. Oh, there we go. His eyes and his ears move around. Some of them have wheels. Anyway, I got a whole box of those, and a lot of times, um, McDonald's toys, depending on what they are, don't sell very well. It seems like those little figures right there, actually, there's a lot of them listed, but they have a pretty decent sell-through rate. Um, Only thing edible is the burger, and that's just a snack, yes. And we're jumping. Yeah, those are all McDonald's Happy Meal toys. And looking up and doing some comps, I've got a lot of 27 of them, and I am going to list these at about 45 bucks. So for that lot, seems to be about the going rate. I'm a little bit high. I'm going to take some offers on that as well. But yeah, those seem to move pretty decently. Um, but I got those in a whole big lot of toys. I paid like a couple of bucks. The guy was like right at the end of the sale, and he had all this big box of just loose toys, all kinds of things, action figures and this and that. And those have just been sitting in a box for a while. Most all of this, that reoccurring theme is all of this stuff is in my death pile that just hasn't been listed. So we'll do the McDonald's Furby toys right there. And FJ Treasures. That's either Frank or Janelle. Most of the time it's Frank when it's FJ Treasures. Good morning to you. Um, let's see what else we got. Everybody saying hi to one another. Uh, Janelle texted and said that you were all having fun here, having fun, and was missing out. Yes, you were. Did I miss Janelle? Is she in the chat? If I did, I am sorry. I scrolled back up through there and I do not see her name. Uh, yes, Frank and Janelle are going to the reseller rally. That's where I first met them. They actually didn't even have a YouTube channel at that time, and just kind of going to the rally and getting all psyched up with everybody and having fun. They started putting out content shortly after the last reseller rally. Um, and they've got a lot of great stuff. They're also big plush sellers. They sell the whole gamut of stuff, and so check out their channel blah 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 at the treasure chest there, FJ Treasures, and they also sent me FJ Mac back here, who hangs out with the guys Commonwealth Hudson, Fleet Frank, all the Mr. Bills, and Old Scream Flips back there. Going to get them involved in some videos here coming up shortly. Yes, already got tickets for that. Yeah, it is months out until then, but I'm just super excited. So I'm gonna blow through a couple listings here so that we can talk about some stuff. How about a Bop It? I bought this for $1 at a yard sale. It is working. I don't have batteries in it right now, but it was tested and working. And this Bop It XT Extreme goes for around $20 to $25. I am going to list it at 25. And that again, another item that has a decent sell-through rate. Again, sitting in a pile out in the garage, and thought I would get it listed. And so 20 buck into 25, I'll take that if it sells. And so that gives me 3 already. We're blowing through them. Good morning, Sonia. How are you today? Good to see you. Hopefully, we will be seeing you later in the year at some of these rallies and meetups and at the cabin. Um, they always lose money on the boppets because I get stuck testing it for an hour before I actually take the pictures. I know, right? It's like, oh, I know I can get it's twist it. You got to twist it, bop it, spin it, flick it. That one's a little suspect for the flick it one. And then this little button thing right here. But yeah, boppets are fun and they are very addictive. Kind of a puzzle game there. I like those. And other puzzle stuff that's also addictive is these right here, these Perplexus, like maze balls. They have a little ball in there and you gotta make them go through the maze. This is the original version, the Perplexus. Oh, wherever it is on there. The original. And this is the Epic Perplexus right there. So I had bought these. I paid $2 a piece for them at a yard sale. I paid, that's what they were asking for them. I paid full price because I had got a deal on some other stuff. And then I saw those in a box and I had already made one deal. And so I decided I'm just going to pay them full price for that. And on the lot of 2, I'm going to sell them as a lot together. And about 25 bucks is what seems to be the going rate. Individually, they're like maybe 10 to 12. But I seen a couple of lots of 2 of them go about 25 bucks. So we are going to list those at 25. Last week on the show, I didn't update you on that. Last week on the show, it was Death Pile or Ken 2, Death Pile 10. Or no, wait, I do 10. Okay, I don't do math. You know that. Ken 2, Death Pile 8 from last week's show. And that what I had done last week is I had taken 10 items. I had taken old items down. I did a sell similar. They had been in the store for a long time just to see if a new fresh listing with some different pricing, maybe some different wording change in the title and the description, would get some activity. I did send out some offers on some of the items, but what I ended up with was just two. I sold two. So two old items that were probably still just going to be stale in my store. Um, I got rid of those. Um, uh, yeah, fine. Sometimes, yeah, I've seen those ball pits at sales, and they're either broke or the globe part of it is all scratched up, and but these were in really, really nice condition. Oh, yeah, I could do live from the garage. I don't know if I'll do that because it's I guess it's more embarrassing than anything else if you were to see me in the garage and you would be like, first of all, you would all be disappointed in me of why is this stuff just sitting like this item right here that I'm going to be talking about shortly. That should never be sitting there that long. Oh boy, math. Yes. And there is Joe. Joe from I'd Flip That. We talked about their fun game show the other day on the Reseller Clickbait podcast. It was just a fun event. Like I'm a game guy. I love games, love playing games, love watching games, and just a great time. So good to see you, Joe. And heavy hello from Sal's Mercado. Good morning, Sal. Jill's best friend. Somehow I got replaced by Sal. Around Christmas time, all of a sudden, Sal is now Jill's BFF, and, uh, and and Jill's wanting to know, "Sal, are you going to Cincinnati for the reseller rally?" I'm gonna talk about that for a second. Reseller rally. Last night on John Cincinnati Picker's channel, they had a live. He was there with, Pete, Craigslist Hunter, and with, Kevin, Commonwealth Picker, and they were announcing Reseller Rally 2023. It's down in Cincinnati. It's pretty much the same event as in 2021, taking a riverboat ride. There's dinner on the riverboat. There's DJ dancing, just a lot of mix. They're going to play some games again this year. And that was my first kind of reseller meetup that I went to, and I met a number of the folks that are here in the chat. It's where I met Jimmy for the first time. I had been following his channel, and um, just really enjoyed his content. And we had messaged some back and forth. And when you go to these rallies, there's people that you want to see, that you want to meet, maybe that you follow a lot or that you really look up to or just like their content. And Jimmy was the one guy that I was looking forward to meeting the most at that time. And it was as soon as I got out of the car to walk up to the hotel, and Jimmy was on the front steps. Well, actually, I think, they put him to work. He couldn't pay for the room because he wasn't that great of a reseller at that time. So they had him. He was a doorman. He was a doorman, but still, I heard that familiar "Hey-o" that Jimmy is famous for. And right as I got him and Larry Way Out One were standing, they had just got back from doing some sourcing. And so before I even got into the building, I got to meet the one guy I wanted to meet. And then just, I found out he wasn't as, he wasn't, cracked up to be what I thought. But no, I'm just kidding. We've had a good relationship. And of course, now we do the reseller clickbait podcast together. That comes out on Mondays. Let's catch up on the chat. You are welcome. Yes, added more games. That's a lot of work. I appreciate the effort. How are you, Jill? Lisette wants to know. And Jill is doing good. She is busy, but she loves her work. Jill does counseling. Counseling and therapy, has her own business. She's been in business for 5 years. Just like 2 weeks ago, she was 5 year anniversary of her counseling practice. Um, Oh yeah, Jimmy has great dance moves on the boat. You know that little extra action of the water, and maybe we'll even get to see that kick again if he's able to come this year. Um, yeah, he's getting top floor this year with the sales that he has. Go watch Jimmy Old School Flips channel and just see the kind of stuff that he finds. It's just incredible, and his sales are great. And I still call upon him all the time. Actually, talked with him the other day. I kind of redid my whole pricing and listing strategy, the way that I've done stuff in the past, and I'm going to maybe talk more about that last week or not last week. I can't talk about last week because that was last week. I'll talk about next week as I kind of work through here a couple weeks of my new pricing format, my new sales and promotion strategy, and that's working. I'm having a hard time telling whether it's working well because sales have just kind of been normal, my normal sales. I haven't seen an uptick or down, so um, we'll talk about that later. So the last item that I have drafted, other than the other ones that I didn't that I drafted already for some stupid reason, is this right here. Now I have this all wrapped up because there's a lot of pieces, parts, but it is a Weebles. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. That's also part of one of Jimmy's dance moves. Um, but it's a Western. It has a horse. Well, let me see if I can show you something here. Uh, Go to my pics. Let's share a window here real quick. Share screen, and let's get this up right here. And where's it at? Oh, window. Yeah, I if I learned how to run things, I would be okay. So I'm going to share that right there. So this is what that Weeble house is. It has all these figures. It has four Weebles. Still has the hats. It has all the fence pieces. Um, Let me see. There was a better photo with the little sign, and all of that is just and it's all in really great shape. I paid $5 for that at a yard sale where I had bought some other really cool vintage toys. All of that stuff I had listed before. Um, but let me see. I did stop sharing it. Um, cool. Sal, yes, he will be going to Cincy. Um, just been a rough 4 months for me. Lost both of my dogs. That's too bad, Sal. I'm sorry to hear about that. Yes, sorry to hear that for sure. But definitely going to be excited to see Sal, to meet him. I see him on lives and stuff. He's with Cameron Gravity Goods a lot, and got my tape dispenser back there, my custom made Mr. Bill tape dispenser. So it will be good to meet him in person. Um, so anyway, that Weeble's Western Ranch right there, it's complete. I believe it has all the pieces that it was supposed to come with, and that a going rate on that is about $85 is what I am listing that at. I'm going to take some offers on it. Probably like 75 to 85. I do have it listed a little bit high, but we are going to list that right now. Yeah, I'm surprised the hotel was allowing us back. Yeah, it did get a bit it was a bit loud, and all right, have a good time, mom. I'll talk to you later. Um just there couldn't be a more perfect hotel situation for this meetup for the reseller rally down there in Cincinnati. Just they kind of have a big open common area and that has a bar in the middle of it. And the bartenders agreed to stay late that night, which I'm sure it was very worth their while. Everybody, the crowd, we were, I don't want to say that we were loud. It was controlled, a controlled loudness. But when you get, a couple hundred people all in one spot and everybody's talking and chatting, it was just, um, thank you. Yeah, that was a good find on the Weeble House. Got that up for 85 bucks. Um, Yes, it was a good loud. Think everyone, even the staff was happy to see everyone having fun, again, after the past, couple of rough years. Yeah, after COVID, that was kinda like right after COVID really started to end where they were opening things back up and to get people in there and just mingling and having a good time. It's and I'm super excited. So what that has done is it's changed a little bit of my travel plans. I had talked before how I wanna go to all of these meetups this year, because I missed out, like, on FlipCon last year. I missed out on the Boss Reseller Remix, and, did I get that one right, Jimmy? It is the remix. Um, the But now that this event is in September, it's September 30th at the end of September, and you would have the FlipCon is in August, and the remix is in October. So I am going. Actually, I have plane tickets booked. I have my ticket and have a hotel booked at the MGM Grand for the Trash to Cash Vegas Bash that's coming up in April. So I will be at that. So hopefully we'll get to see some of you at the in Vegas and then again uh in September. So I'm thinking that I'm going to forego the FlipCon and the Boss Reseller Mix because being that I'm in Ohio and the reseller rally is in Ohio, it's in my own state. It's 2.5, 3 hour drive down there, but it's not a plane ticket. Um, the event is much less expensive. I think the tickets were 125 for the reseller rally, which includes the riverboat ride and the dinner that's on that kind of little cruise there. And usually they put together some sort of a swag bag that you get with that. I know they had t-shirts before. I heard them say something that they may not be doing t-shirts this year, but they'll put together some sort of little swag with some stickers and some little event memorabilia, I would assume, if they didn't give me anything, just to hang out with everybody. I remember sitting there last year just talking with people that are like-minded, that are other resellers that have the same interest. They have this the same highs and lows that I do, and just talking, sitting in a group one night with Jimmy, with Adam Baldy Powell Picker, with Joe Philly Picker, Eric OBX Picker, just sitting there and talking about YouTube, talking about reselling. It was just great, and then another time sitting there uh, with Joey Bada Bing, and some other folks, Cameron and Danica and Tracy Parks and all of them were in a group like right behind us and just laughing and carrying on. It's just great. Um, the atmosphere and schedule was perfect, very laid back and enjoyable. Yeah, it was. And you hop in an elevator to head downstairs, to the main lobby, and you're in there with Frank and Janelle from FJ Treasures, and it's like, hey, are you guys here for a rally? Yeah, yeah, we don't have a channel and such, and kind of exchange uh, pleasantries. Is that how you say that? Pleasantries at that time. And and then now, I've got to know them a lot better from watching their channel. They've been watching the clickbait podcast. They followed some of the stuff that I've put out, some content, which is very little, but gonna try to get back into that. And going sourcing, going to the yard sales. I got to go picking the again, I talked about how I wanted to meet Jimmy, and, Jill and I, just really hit it off with Jimmy and his wife, Sonia, just very compatible as far as, couples are concerned, and, we took them out thrifting or not thrifting, but, all the yard sales, got to hit yard sales in Cincinnati amongst all the locusts, that were out. I'm pretty sure there's not gonna be locusts this time because what do they come around every, like, 7 years or something like that, so we won't have to deal with that, uh, and yeah, met up with Roman. Roman is just a blast. If you're not watching Roman's lives, watch Roman's lives, and you'll get a sense of how he is. And at the rally, he was just you knew Roman was there, even if you didn't know him or anything about him. You knew that he was there. Yes, and there's sunny Las Vegas. Hey, Sunny, I will be seeing you in about almost 2 months now in April, heading out for the Trash to Cash um, meetup, the Vegas Bash. So really looking forward to coming down to see your store there at the good stuff thrift and the reseller cartel with you and Mikey Bags. Um, yeah, excited to see you guys and Carrie and the niche lady and everybody. Hopefully on that Friday night they were talking about going down on Fremont Street and hanging out. So maybe Mikey Bags will be doing a live from there. That's one of my bucket list items is to walk either the Vegas Strip or Fremont Street with Mikey Bags. And there is the man right there we've been talking about, John Cincinnati Picker. Good morning, sir. We've been talking reseller rally. Everybody's whooped up. Everybody's excited. I got my tickets, like, I bet within 5 minutes, 10 minutes max of when it was announced last night. Just, just, just such a great experience. I think everybody took away from that. Maybe I'll link down here. We had done, Jimmy and I on the Reseller Clickbait podcast, we had done a 1 year reunion show from all the folks that had went to the reseller rally, and we had John Cincinnati Picker on, we had Shad Juice, we had Joe Philly Picker, we had Cameron, Danica, Tracy Parks, we had Frank and Janelle from FJ Treasures, we had Eric OBX, just all these people, and everybody talked about their experience. So if you want to hear what people's thoughts were on the last one, go back and uh, check out that video. I'll try to link it in the bottom, or if somebody's a mod here, maybe I'll try to pull it up and put that in there. Uh, Let me see here. I gotta figure out how to navigate my own channels here. Yeah, reseller rally. That's gonna come on there and share and copy the link and boom. There is a link to that episode. That was a good time. So, John, are the tickets sold out yet? How quickly I seen, last night, I think there were what, like 500 people in that live, and everybody was saying, got my tickets, got my tickets, got my tickets. Um, Jill wants to know, hey, John, can we meet Ricky? I actually followed that page before I ever knew it was you. Yeah, Ricky is fun. That whole series of stuff is and there's Danny. I got to meet Danny, Pequel Resellers at the reseller rally. And then also met up with him again at the 127 last year. So it's always good to see Danny. Hopefully you will be back again this year. Um, just a heads up though, he charges $100 per person. Yeah, that Ricky, he's like the he's like the Kevin Commonwealth of the animal kingdom. Everything's got a price. Yeah. Uh he gets nasty around other people. My kids came with him and he was hissing at them. Uh-oh. Well, they got to bring more marshmallows and grapes with them. get bribe the little guy. Yeah, two weirdos from Oregon. Looking forward to meeting Sal and hooking up with Cameron again. Um, Sold about 80% of the tickets so far. Will probably be sold out by the end of the day. Yeah, if you don't have tickets and you want to go get them, gonna talk with Jill and get our rooms reserved. Now the hotel, they have lots and lots of rooms, but definitely going to get that booked quickly too, because I don't want to miss out on that. Lisa K, hello, hand purple blue piece. Oh, I think that was to get an an emoticon. Cool. Danny's got tickets. Jill, yeah, she has a cat like that. Danny will be there. That's perfect. Yeah, 80%. Uh, Yeah, I agreed, Sonny. Every time we have some raccoons that run around in our yard, and they always get either the Ricky or Lucy, mostly Ricky. I can't tell gender. I don't know how to tell the gender of a raccoon without being up close, and I'm just not going there. Yeah, it's yeah, Jimmy, you better get your tickets if you're gonna go. Got to have my other half. Maybe we'll do a live from there. I heard the Kevin saying the Trash to Cash guys might do a little bit of a podcast thing. Maybe we'll stuff hold off on booking the hotel. They goofed up and booked us at the Cleveland one, not Cincinnati one. So I'm going getting that fixed as we speak. Okay, cool. John, if they do fix that while you're on here in the chat, let us know. But if not, I'm sure that you'll be putting something out in content that will let us know. That's good. Uh, Danny, I'll be drinking coffee only this time. There you go, Roman. That's what you need is a stimulant. There you go. Suck down that coffee and Roman's just full energy all the time. That's right, guys. Don't buy this stuff, guys. Okay, guys. I'm just going to be drinking coffee this time when I'm at the rally, guys. It is a great time, guys. That's my Roman impersonation. I hope that I hope that's not offensive, but I just love hearing Roman's accent, hearing him speak. I got other items here to show you. How about this right here? This is a Craftsman multimeter, still new, sealed in the package. I paid $3 for this at a yard sale, and these go regularly for 75 to 80 bucks. I've got this one listed at when they're new sealed, they go for that much, and they're probably 50 to 65 if they're not sealed. So I've got this one up at 75 or 79.99 right now. That's one of the ones that's already listed because I'm stupid. Um, Roman's afraid to drink because he might end up on a different boat or over the edge, swimming back to the hotel. Uh, yeah, John, definitely right. Roman and I should start a drinking podcast. That's great. Uh, yeah, Jimmy, get your tickets. Sal was saying he'd love to meet you as well. He's not as exciting as in person as he is, his online persona, but yeah, he's worth meeting anyway. Um, you don't want to spend much time with him. I'm horrible. I'm horrible. I love Jimmy. I love Jimmy and Sonia. They're great folks, good friends, good family. I like to consider them family at this point. Roman's going to be the ship captain. Oh yeah, we're going pirate. Hey. Wait. I need to work on my Russian pirate accent. Roman, next time you go live and I'm in there, I want to hear your Russian Roman. Wait, no, you are Roman. I want to hear your Russian pirate accent. This is going to be great. How about a Nakona softball glove, 14-inch? It's nicely worn in. It's in good condition. but it's got a few spots here and there, but these things go for quite a bit of money. I actually have this one listed at 239. It probably go around 200. Actually, I'm taking offers. The one key thing for this is it is I can't even put it on my hand. It's a left hand, it's for a left hand throw. So you wear this on your right hand if you're a left-handed thrower. And uh, as you can see, my left-handed motion isn't that good. But I've got this Nakona up for 239.99, and hopefully going to sell that pretty quick. Baseball season, it's softball season. It's getting here right now, and uh, yeah, listing and shipping baseball gloves. They're easy to list. And that Nakona is a really good brand to look for. The made in USA. Um, again, I paid $3.50 for this at a yard sale. They were asking 5. They had a pile of gloves there, and this was the only one that was worth it. Everything else was just like your standard Wilson or one of the common brands. But this Nakona was $5, and I paid $3.50 for it. So hopefully, I could turn that into quite a bit of money. I think, and let's see here. This is a thermostat a thermometer. PPG Industries, PPG that makes paints. Anytime you can find like their color swatch books or whatever, or this is a piece, the glass is in perfect condition. The graphic is still this thing is from like the 70s or whatever. I pulled this off the wall. I was at a that one I didn't pay for, but I had the wherewithal. I got that for free, and I was able to I had to go unscrew it from the wall myself, and, let me see, what do I have that thing listed for? Um, I forgot. PPG search. I had that thing listed for 125 for 125 bucks. It should go for around that. I actually had somebody, like I said, I had listed this early already, and, I had somebody send me an offer already for like $45. So, really, it's 125 bucks, and you think I'm going to accept 45. I'm just like, not even, I don't think I'm going to acknowledge that offer. Um, Probably just decline it. Yes, Nakonas are money. It was a very good find uh, for me. And also another one I pulled off the wall, another thermometer here that works. This is Quality Parts AC Delco GM. Um, is another thermometer I pulled off the wall. I got that one for free. Um, let's see, what do I have? I forget what I listed it for. That one I have up for 160 bucks. 160 bucks. I have this one listed for. We'll see if I get some interest, some watchers on that. But I would think so. So that was a pretty good find for me. Oh no, I can never seem to get here on time. That's okay, Danica. It's good to see you. Jill is here in the chat. She told me last night, Danica, I had messaged Danica just to make sure that she knew that the reseller rally was coming up. She was one of my favorite folks that I had met last time. And Jill was telling me, "Hey, you should invite Ray, Nashville Flippers. You should let Chris Cajun Reseller know so that they can come, because those are folks that she interacts with." And she's like, "Message Danica, message Danica." It's like, "Okay, I'll get to it." And she's like, "No, message her. I want some of my friends there too." Which, so Jill's like, "Danica." There she is, Jill. Cool. Jimmy is in. He's got tickets secured for the reseller rally. Good job. and the other Ohio connections there, Roman and Danny. Looking forward to seeing Jimmy. Yeah, I better hurry up and get him. That's cool. That's exciting. That you will be there as well. And so that's like 9 items so far. So let's talk about this dude right back here. Uh, and see what's up with that. Okay, this is a Ghostbusters fire station, the real Ghostbusters. There's the Ecto one, the like the old hearse or the station wagon car. There's other vehicles back there. There's, I don't know, all kinds of figures, all kinds of ghosts that came with it. There's a helicopter up on the roof. There's a ghost sweeper and all of that. And I am actually currently working on the listing on that, but I am listing that for wait, what did I pay for that? Okay. I paid up for this, for me paying up on stuff, and it wasn't really once I did the comps. They were asking $80 for all of this stuff right here. And I offered them 50 and we settled on 60. I paid $60 for all of this stuff, and I am actually going to list it for $799.99. $800. I've seen some of them go in the neighborhood of 600 to 700 that are not as complete or have all of the stuff as this. Um, uh, Danny's selling t-shirts for the rally, $25.99. Send payment to Commonwealth Picker. Oh, cool. That's cool, Joe. I'm interested to hear about that. That's something Joe and I were talking about earlier today. Uh, Yes, thank you all for letting you know. I saw Cameron and Sour, and yes, they are. Um, Frank and Janelle are in. They got tickets last night. Jimmy, if you're missed that in the chat, Danica sent you something on IG. And yeah, some bootleg t-shirts there for the event. Uh So it's just so anyway, all of this will be listed today. I decided it took me a while to look through it and see if I wanted to piece part it out. I know just on the fire station itself, like this pole that you probably can't see that, but that pole right there, those sell just that piece. It's like an elevator or a fire pole. They go for 35, $40. The doors off of this thing go for 35, 45, $50. Um, the car, itself, there's a lot of value if I part it out, but I thought I'm going to put it up at a high dollar amount. I'm going to take some offers on it. If offers come in, hopefully I sell it at the $800, pretty quickly. Got to fund my travel and all of these events I want to go to. But it is I'm excited about this finally. It's been in a box since that was probably an early summer pick that I did last year at a garage sale, like right around the corner. And I haven't listed it because I all of the work to do all the comping and stuff. Plus, at that same sale, I had bought a whole bunch of other stuff. I bought all the hats they had. I bought some Guitar Hero stuff. I bought a few articles of clothing. I bought some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff, and I've made a bunch of money. I've well made my $60 back that it's on this. I've paid for the whole lot. I think I spent like $120 at that one particular sale, and I have made that back, probably doubled that in profit so far. And so I've got this, and we're going to get that dude listed today. I've got all the pictures done, and I'm just kind of working on my draft for it now. So that is what I've got going on there. And so that will be my 10 items for today. Hopefully I will be able to list those quickly. Uh and I like to do at the end of the show here, John, if you're still in here listening or watching, you want to hit that link and jump in real quick, or anybody else in the chat that wants to jump in, maybe talk about a rally, a meetup that they're excited about going to, one that they have already been to in the past. Um, hit that link and we'll chat for a few minutes here. And but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about all the prospects of what's coming up. Again, I'm changing up my plans. I may skip out on FlipCon because they had also scheduled it this year. There's what's called the Route 30 Lincoln Highway Byway sales that Jimmy and Sonia had came here last year for that. And they scheduled FlipCon the same weekend as those sales. So we were going to miss out on those, maybe go to FlipCon this year and check that out. But now that I have the reseller rally, doing Vegas in April, doing the reseller rally in Cincinnati in September, I may still be able to go to the Route 30 sales in August, which that was very profitable last year. I know I found a lot of good stuff, and Jimmy found a ton of good stuff. Um, and so I'm looking forward to that. Lots of other doing some other big sales, the mile long sales, like the 127s and things like that are in the area. As I found there's a Route 40 that runs through Ohio. It's a little south of me that I'm thinking of hitting, and I think that is in May at some point. Um, uh, oh, that's okay. Yeah, always shout out to moms out there for sure. I know your mom helps you a lot, as does mine. Uh, anytime, find one of those Ecto ones. That one is in pretty good shape. It is missing, there's like a chair that goes on top of it, and it is missing that chair. All of the stuff is not complete. The building is complete, which is the key. There are some other vehicles and stuff that went with that Ghostbuster stuff that's not there, and I'll explain that in my description. Um, and let's see what else we got here. Checking through the chat. Yeah, get 5% off by using the code off of those shirts. And let's see. Yes, I am going to the Trash to Cash Vegas Bash in April. Um, Looking forward to that. I am not a traveler. That's one thing with all these meetings. I am not a traveler. Um, I have like travel anxieties. I'm not afraid to fly, or flying doesn't bother me. It's just the anxiety of traveling. I'm probably one of the only people that when you got a vacation or a trip scheduled, I'm a type of person that I'm always counting down the days until I'm back home, rather than the days until the event. When you're usually excited, it's like, okay, I've only got X amount of days and I'll be back home and this trip will be done. And but I'm super excited about getting out there and meeting a lot of the Vegas folks. Meeting Carrie and Dawn. Well, I met Carrie and Dawn last year at the 127 barbecue bash. But I've not met Sonny in person. I've not met Mikey Bags or Supercourt or the Niche Lady or Art of Resell. I'm looking forward to meeting Art. It's just it's Vegas, baby. Who doesn't love Vegas? I've been out there a number of times, but it's been quite a few years. I'm gonna say even maybe 10 plus years since I've been to Vegas. Um, yes, yes, as am I. Have both my parents. They live that way. Of course, it doesn't matter which way I point. You don't know where they live, but my folks are right next door, and I get to see them every single day. So that is cool. I enjoy that. Um, 4 letters. You're gonna owe me $100, Joe. You're gonna owe me $100. Uh, Never been to Vegas. It's one of the coolest places on the planet. I consider it my hometown, even though I've never lived there. I love it so much. Um, you can, it's not just a gambling place. If you like to gamble, hey, that's the place to be. But if you can spend, a whole week there, be entertained, have tons to see, especially if you've never been there before, and never have to put a nickel in a machine, never have to, drop a 20 on a one of the tables or whatever. It's just a cool place. I am built for hot, dry weather, although I've always lived in Ohio and it's cold and it snows here and it's rainy. I was built for a desert climate, so I love going out there, especially in midsummer when nobody else wants to go there because the temperatures are 90 and 100 degrees, and I'm good with that. I am okay as hot as it gets. Um, oh, I hear you. 4 letters. I thought you meant the other 4 letters. Not the bad 4 letters, not doesn't begin with, F or anything like that. Oh, wait, here we go. I see in the background, right there,
Nope.
there's Lisette.
Hello. Nobody wanted to pop in, so I said, let me come in and say hi.
There you go. Hello, hello. So you're trying to think you might be able to get to Cincinnati this year or one of the other events?
Because Cincinnati, I can drive.
Oh, yes, yes.
And I,
That's
I
true.
prefer to drive, not only to save money, but I just like to stop and, I don't
Yes.
I don't mind flying. I'm not afraid to fly, but so I'm trying to make that one happen.
Yeah, it would be very cool. Well, as you seen, John had said there earlier, tickets were 80% gone. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you might wanna to look into that. Yeah, that'd be great to meet you in person for sure. Everybody. Yeah, it's just such I
Yeah,
can't
there's a
even
lot of people.
express
It's awesome. Yeah.
what a great time that any meetup. The reseller rally was my first one, so it's kind of the most memorable one. But the location, the riverboat ride, the dinner, the hotel was just absolutely perfect for everything. And so, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
Danica's favorite 4-letter word is free, FREE, and that
Yes,
one does
yes.
begin.
We
And
love free.
maybe John and Pete will be singing. We don't know. We don't
Hey,
know. Yeah, it's just a great
I,
time.
I was
It's
I was I was lucky enough to meet John and Kevin in October when I went to Dante's Prison to Profit convention. So
yes.
that was a lot of fun, and I drove to that. So I drove probably 2,000 miles round trip
Wow.
for that trip. Yeah.
That's yeah, I'm hoping that Dante, he lived over in what was it? Is it South Carolina or North Carolina where he was from?
Originally from North Carolina, and
North
then
Carolina.
he's in Michigan now, and I believe he's
Yeah.
moving back. I thought he said. I'm not sure.
Aha, because I was hoping that he would have one of his rallies in the Michigan area because where they were at, it's just like lower Michigan, and it's only like a couple hours from me, 2.5.
Right,
And
right.
I was hoping that would happen. But
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, here we
so
have. Look, we have. Can I turn this around? I don't even know how. I could just show you the snow.
it's snowing
It's
there.
melting. It's melting now. Yeah, I just got back from shopping with mom, so I took the stuff out of the car and I said, "Let me jump on."
Yes.
But it's
Well, I
it's melting.
appreciate.
It's like 40. It's almost 40 degrees.
Yeah, we're getting up there. I forget. Yeah, it's mid 40s, almost 50 degrees here today. It was like 70 yesterday or something. So we're
Yeah,
going back down for the weekend with some rain and some rain snow tomorrow night. But that's
yeah.
what you
There's a
get when you live in the northern half of the United States, or the eastern, say the northeastern half.
yes, yes.
Um, you're what, in the New England area,
Yeah.
obviously, with
I'm in Massachusetts. Yep.
okay. And
Hmm.
that's so yeah, cool. So
Okay.
Lisette, I appreciate you popping on with me here, and look forward to seeing you at some meetups and watching
Definitely.
all of your content and such. So
I
we
appreciate you.
will we
Have
will
a
see you
great day,
soon.
guys. All right. Take care.
Yes, very good. Okay, I think we're going to wrap it up for today. Got my 10 items listed. We'll see Again, all stuff that I had found um, and paid for myself or unscrewed from the wall. So that's that's going to do it for another episode. Thank you to everyone that was in the chat. If you didn't get your tickets for Reseller Rally, get them. They're going quick. I'm sure John will update us about the hotel. Get that room booked as well, and just excited. And hopefully, all these little bit higher dollar items. Maybe I'll sell this dude back here, and that'll really help the outlook for the trips and the travel. And so we are going to call it a day. For everyone in the chat, follow one another, hit a thumbs up on your way out if I would appreciate it, and we will see you next time on Ken versus 10 and the Reseller Clickbait podcast. Comes out on Mondays, 11 a.m. Okay, now I'm clicking the button. Goodbye. Have a good day.